Since people love my stories about MTV contest videos, I thought, why not take a look at this one? In 1986, MTV would give two lucky contest winners the ability to direct the music video for one of Madonna's new singles off her third album. This one was really interesting because it helped launch the career of one of the winners, who had a pretty good career in show business and would end up working for Geffen Records and the likes of director Ridley Scott. In 1985, Madonna would marry actor Sean Penn, and the following year she would put out her third album, True Blue, which was penned, no pun intended, as a tribute to her husband. Even though the album was a more stylistic shift for the pop star, it was a massive success, going 7 times platinum in America, and producing 5 singles, all of which went #1 in America or the UK, including Live to Tell, Papa Don't Preach, True Blue, and Open Your Heart. The album's third single, the title track, would see the pop star team up with MTV for a contest called Make My Video. Here's the ad MTV ran.
Busy right now, so she wants you to make the video for her new song, True Blue.
Go ahead. Come on, make my video.
Madonna's Make My Video contest. Anyone can enter. All you need is a camera and a vision.
So I'm thinking True Blue, Blue Pacific, Sailors. Yes, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And cut!
If you make the winning True Blue video, Madonna will personally hand you a director's fee of $25,000 cash. And MTV will world premiere your video from coast to coast. Plus, check out these perks: a Levi's 501 Blues wardrobe, Casio musical equipment, and enough Twix candy bars to pay off the entire cast. So grab any movie or video camera. Go high budget, low budget, or no budget. Shoot your vision and sync it to Madonna's True Blue and send it to Madonna's for everyone who's ever watched a video and said, I can do better.
I can do better.
I can do better.
Come on, I dare you. Come on!
Referred to as Blue Thursday, on October 30th, 1986, the network spent the day running the top contest entries. The winners would be 2 men, Angel Garcia and Cliff Guest, who admitted that they spent less than $1,000 on their video. The video tells the story of teenagers in love. Garcia was only 21 at the time of winning the contest, and he would work alongside another filmmaker named Cliff Guest, who he met while working on a low-budget horror film. Residing in Miami, Garcia and Guest were able to shoot their video with the help of Coral Gables High, which let them film on campus and offered up their drama department. Even Garcia's sister, who attended the school, appeared in the video, along with some of her friends. It would be close friends of the filmmakers who let them borrow equipment, and a friend who convinced his dad to donate a 1957 Thunderbird convertible to the shoot. While Garcia was a massive MTV fan, he was more into rock like Genesis and Queen than artists like Madonna, but his filmmaking partner was a massive Madonna fan. Garcia would admit that he went to pretty far lengths to submit the video. He would tell publication, I sent it in, but the day before the deadline, the tape was returned to me with no explanation, he reveals. So I threw a fit and asked my dad to please fly me to New York overnight so I could hand deliver this thing. After landing in New York at 6 in the morning and looking up MTV's Times Square address in the phone book, there was no internet then, I walked downtown, freezing my ass throughout, drinking coffee just to warm up and keep walking. By the time I made it to MTV, I had an overdose of caffeine. I was hyperventilating and sweating cold when I went up to the counter. I go to the secretary, and with far more broken English than I have now, I tell her, I came all the way from Miami to deliver this video because it was sent back to me with no explanation. I worked very hard on this, so it has to be in the competition. I still remember her horrified look. So she picks up the phone and calls somebody, and then 2 somebodies come out looking scared. So she must have said, this guy is just dying for you to grab this tape. So I give them the same speech, and they said, sure, we'll take a look at it, and they took the tape. Garcia would admit to Yahoo that upon leaving the channel's headquarters, he spotted a FedEx truck that was full of rejected submission tapes. He would learn that once the network received 3,000 tapes, they opted not to accept any more because it was too many tapes to watch. Here's the clip of Madonna with the winners on MTV.
Goes to present them with their check.
Hi. I'm sitting here with Angel Garcia and Cliff Guest, and they're the winners of the True Blue Video Contest. And as you know, the winner receives $25,000. So here I have $25,000, but there's two of you. So should I rip it in half?
You can try that.
Yeah?
Well, yeah.
All right, but I'll do it later because I don't want to bum these guys out in front of everybody. So I just want to ask you a question. How much did that video cost?
Good question, and a tough one.
No, I mean, be for real.
Be for real?
Yeah.
Under $1,000?
Really?
Yeah.
So do you think you could make my next video for under $1,000? I mean, because if you can, we have some things to talk about.
Yeah, we can try.
We can do it.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
There are several contest entries that didn't win that I found on YouTube. Garcia would tell Yahoo he credited the video with helping him launch his film and television career. So did Garcia ever meet Madonna again? Well, he did, he would tell Yahoo. I did meet her coincidentally at a party years later, admitting, and I quote, whenever Michael Moore was nominated for the Oscars for Bowling for Columbine, she shows up and she was with Guy Ritchie, and I was like, oh, I have to talk to her. I can't just not say anything. So I just walked up to her and I go, hi, I'm the kid from that 1986 music video. I just wanted to thank you because you started my career. I remember her shock. She was looking at me, rewinding her brain, just trying to remember the whole thing. She said, oh, great. We didn't talk much. I've exchanged words with Madonna twice in my life, and it's always been a short sentence. I felt a bit stupid, like a fan trying to get a picture with her, but I had to get that in there. Somehow, let me thank you. I owe you my career in some way. Garcia had so much success with the video that he would end up getting a one-year deal with Geffen Records, who were impressed with his work and offered to let him direct a few of their lesser-known acts. Garcia would go on to work with Sony BMG in Europe and do work for some huge brands, including Coca-Cola, Mercedes, Honda, Toyota, Ford, and he has worked with celebrities such as Shaquille O'Neal, and actors including Penelope Cruz, Val Kilmer, Terry Crews, Sofia Vergara, to name a few. For Madonna, her marriage to Penn would be short-lived and only last 4 years. The dissolution of her marriage resulted in her not playing the song in concert for quite some time. She would look back at the song and what it meant to her in 1998, telling them it reminded her of, and I quote, romance.